Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about my experience using the Grezone Walk-in Greenhouse upgraded greenhouse with dual zippered screen doors and 6 screen windows, 10x7x7 ft. I picked this up because I wanted something affordable but still big enough to actually walk into and manage my plants without feeling like I'm crawling into a plastic tent, and after using it for a while, I've got some real thoughts to share. First thing, this is a full walk-in greenhouse, which means you're not just placing a few pots inside and calling it a day. You can actually step in, move around, organize your plants, and even set up small shelves or tools inside. The size is honestly one of the biggest selling points. It's spacious enough for multiple plants, whether you're growing vegetables, flowers, or just trying to keep your plants alive through harsh weather. The frame is made of heavy-duty steel, and I'll admit, when you first open the box, it might look like a bunch of pipes and connectors that could test your patience. But once you get it assembled, it feels surprisingly sturdy for the price range. It also has reinforced crossbars and diagonal supports, which actually make a difference when it comes to stability. This isn't one of those greenhouses that immediately looks like it will collapse the moment the wind says hello. The cover is made from thick polyethylene material, and this is where it really starts to feel practical. It helps trap heat inside, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to grow plants in colder conditions or extend your growing season. I noticed that even on cooler days, the inside stays noticeably warmer than outside, almost like a mini climate-controlled environment. On sunny days, it heats up pretty quickly, so you do need to manage ventilation unless you're trying to cook your plants for dinner. Speaking of ventilation, the 6 screen windows and dual zippered doors are actually very useful. You can open things up to let air flow through, which helps control humidity and temperature. The mesh screens are a nice touch because they keep bugs out while still allowing airflow. And having 2 zippered doors gives you flexibility depending on how you want to access the greenhouse or manage airflow. Now let's talk about real-world use, because that's what actually matters. Once set up properly, it does a great job protecting plants from wind, light rain, and even mild frost. If you're someone who struggles to keep plants alive during seasonal changes, this makes a noticeable difference. Your plants just look healthier and more consistent because they're not getting hit by unpredictable weather all the time. But let's not pretend it's perfect, because nothing in this price range ever is. One thing you absolutely need to do is secure it properly. If you just set it up and walk away thinking it's going to survive strong winds on its own, that's wishful thinking. You'll want to use ground stakes, weights, or even tie it down depending on your area. Once secured, it holds up well, but ignoring this step is basically asking for your greenhouse to take a short flight. Another small issue is the assembly process. It's not extremely difficult, but it does take time and a bit of patience. The instructions are decent, but you'll probably still find yourself double-checking a few steps. Once it's done though, you don't really have to worry about it again, so it's a one-time effort. Durability-wise, the frame is solid, but like most plastic-covered greenhouses, the cover will eventually wear down over time depending on weather exposure. That's just reality with this type of product. The good part is that it still holds up well enough for regular seasonal use, especially if you take basic care of it. Overall, this greenhouse hits a really nice balance between price, size, and functionality. It's not a professional permanent greenhouse, but it's definitely more than just a beginner setup. If you're someone who enjoys gardening, wants to grow more plants, or just needs a controlled environment without spending a fortune, this is a very practical option. If you want to check the current price, click the link below for best price. For what it offers, the space, the structure, and the protection, it's honestly a solid investment for anyone serious about their plants but not ready to go full commercial farmer mode. That's my honest experience with the Grezone Walk-in Greenhouse. It's simple, effective, and does exactly what most people need without overcomplicating things.